Right, good morning. Today I'll be shooting the BSA Scorpion TS, which is another very accurate rifle. A little bit underrated, this rifle. I'm not quite sure why, but it is very accurate. So I'll be shooting this. Of course, I've got the DNC Zulu scope on it, which means I've got to zero it in exactly the same as yesterday. Now I had an email yesterday afternoon about the video, but it wasn't nothing to do with the shooting. It was to do with the compressor. When I was filling it up, they noticed I had a GX filter on it. Now, yeah, the GX water and oil separator filter, very, very good item. You can get them for around about £119 off Amazon. But a lot of people make a mistake with filters, especially this kind of filter. Now, with this kind of filter, you should still do the same as the GX filter. Have it standing like that. So from the compressor to here, you put your whip in. The air goes up, and so does vapour, water vapour goes up. But then it comes through. It gets trapped around about here, because although you get a little bit of vapour coming through, which you don't want in your rifle, what you can do is cause a swan neck. You only have to put a cable tie on those two parts of the whip, but you need to have that standing. Don't lay it down, because you're going to get whatever oil and water coming through from the compressor. Of course, that'll be going into your gun, and that's the idea, to have it standing. With a swan neck, you might have to have another whip to make it longer, but that's the best way to have it. That will stop, I would say, maybe 90% of water vapour going into your cylinder. Now, what you don't want is a rusty cylinder, and of course, as you fire your gun, that air with a little bit of moisture in the way of water vapour will go through your O-rings as well. So if you can remember not to have it laying down, but to stand it, fix it somehow so it's standing up like that. So that's to your gun, and the bottom part plugs into your compressor. You know, that's the way that GX. Oh, plus on these you haven't got a drain plug. So what you need to do, the whip, also when it's connected, to go up. Okay, so that means once it's up there, water can't, it gets trapped. So you can always release that, and if any oil and water is really heavy in the way of a build-up, or if you've got to put your cotton buds in here, the water, you may be, it might drip out. You know what I mean? It's only a little tip. Have it standing. Don't never have it laying, or even having it plugged onto the compressor like that. You need to have it standing so the air goes up and once that's a swan neck, the air, the water really gets trapped in this part here and also inside the container. Just a little tip, you know what I mean? But as I say, today I'll be shooting, God, this is heavy, the BSA Scorpion Tactical TS. Yeah, very nice rifle this. I think when I paid for it, it was £500 and something pounds. Can't really remember. I know it was over 500. Very, very accurate gun. But we'll see what it shoots like today. And of course, once again, that is up for sale. If anybody wants to make an offer on that, just email me. The Crown K is sold, I think. We've just got to come up with an arrangement now. So the Crown K is no longer available. So it's only the BSA and the Crown MPO3, which I will have to re-zero, like how I did it yesterday with the Crown K. Yeah, the other thing is with my compressor, which is a GX CS3 compressor. Although I got that GX filter on it, I also has got a vibration timer. Now, this timer it reads 1/10 of an hour, which is 6 minutes. And what this timer does for me is when it reaches 5 hours, maybe 10 hours maximum, I then service my compressor, you know, and that keeps it in tip top. It's only really like taking the head off and cleaning the reed valves and the piston head. There's not much to it, you know. You don't have to take it apart. You just remove the head, clean everything, you know, the valves and the reed valves and the piston head, and that's quite suitable for a maintenance job. So on my compressor, I've got one of these fitted, which is already reading now 2 hours, and I forget how many times I filled it up, but you know, but it's not an amount of fill-ups, it's an amount of minutes or hours. Yeah, so that's another tip you can do if you've got a compressor. Just get one of these. These are quite cheap. I think they're about £6-9, I think. Just to service your compressor, you know what I mean? Right, see you later again, bye.